Imagine bugs crawling all over you while you're hungry, afraid, and naked. It's exactly what our guests face surviving Discovery Channel's Naked and Afraid 40-day challenge. Amber Hargrove and Giovanna Horning are here to tell us all about it. Ladies, first of all, I love girl power.
Thank you.
The 40-day female survivalist, awesome job.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was amazing, and just having this challenge completed with my sisters out there, it was phenomenal. And we had two gentlemen as well, Chance and also Fernando, and they're great survivalists, but it was so empowering. We definitely stuck together, the three sisters, and we just worked together.
Yeah, amazing. And you know, the survivalist world, actually, it is pretty male dominated. So, you know, you have to go above and beyond just to be taken seriously.
What is it that makes you want to do that? Because you've got to have this, you've got to have no fear of bugs. You have to be really fearless, but the nudity as well. I mean, there's a lot of components to this.
Yeah, I think like the thing that makes me want to do it, I think a lot of cultures in the world, you know, a lot of cultures that are very connected to the earth and to themselves have this kind of walkabout ceremony. You know, the Aborigines do it, like a lot of Native Americans do it. And there's something about humbling yourself, stripping yourself mentally and physically, going through hardship to learn about yourself, learn about the world, and grow.
And I definitely think that my drive was, me as a female, I wanted to push my boundaries and limits to see how far I could go. And do I need an actual man to survive? How far can I push my skills in general? And I felt like I did it. This was my third time. It was the third time the charm. This is my first challenge I completed for the 40 days. So it was an honor. It was my own personal perseverance. You have this drive, and I have an 11-year-old daughter. So my daughter Layla is my motivation, and it was inspirational to just see her. And she's like, Mom, you did it. And I'm like, it was so empowering to me.
I bet, and I bet as females you use so many different skill sets or different traits than men do to go through that survivalist mode. I want to hear about the craziest thing that you had to eat when you were out there.
Well, we ate a lot of bugs. I think that's kind of probably the biggest ick factor for people, but we had these black caterpillar that we ate a lot of, kind of the size of your index finger. And what we would do is we would skewer them and roast them over the fire. They're like a really nice, very tender, sweet potato if you never mind the face, you know?
So we would be like, oh, do you want some potato chips? And what we were really talking about was, let's have some caterpillar. Like, we would call different things so we can actually enjoy it mentally and be like, well, I'm going to eat this dirty worm with mud coming out of it. It's poop probably.
Yeah.
And we'd eat it, but how can we motivate ourselves?
Yeah.
So like, oh, you want some popcorn?
Talk about like what sauce we would dip it in if we could dip it in anything. Like, you know, this cricket would be great with some ranch.
Oh my
God. Or whatever.
Excellent chefs out there.
Yeah. Exactly. And using your imagination to survive. Absolutely. What about the scariest thing? Because there are all kinds of animals out there, big animals.
It really is. It's very challenging out there. On our first night hunt, I had Giovanna with me, and it was the most intense thing I've ever done. I mean, we have black caiman in the water. We have anacondas. We have piranhas.
We actually saw a coral snake that night too.
We had coral snakes, and Giovanna was amazing out there. She had a machete and a torch. We each had it in our hands, and we're just hitting these fish on the back of their heads. The torch would bring the fish in at nighttime. I mean, we're covered in mud. They would kind of freeze in the light.
And
scary. It was the scariest thing I've ever done in my life.
Bop them on the head.
And we got tons of fish. We got 2 or 3 piranhas each, and we'd use my spear, and then we'd have Lacey hold the other torch. It was just, they were attracted to it like a light.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know, the anaconda out there,
above her.
you know, they're there, and we heard a couple of different times the squealing of a pig,
Oh my gosh, it was
and then a splash. So you know that the anaconda, you know, it was
when you
taking
hear
the pig
it
into
like
the water.
ripping it apart, like literally strangling it, and now you hear the square, and it was scary because you start shaking, and you don't know what's around you, and you can't control it, and it's dark.
Wow.
So you're pitch black, no light except for our fire. It was
and the crew leaves at night. You know, we really are alone out there.
I have so many questions to ask you, but one important question that I know fans want to know is, when can they see you? Because you guys have some meet and greets
We're so
coming up
excited.
soon.
We are here in Tampa for everybody here. We want you to come out and meet us. We have Matt Wright joining us as well. We have Melissa.
Amazon Warrior.
Yeah, we have Melissa Miller, Shannon, and also we will be there, and we're going to be at Arrowhead Archery, which is going to be this Saturday at 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. It's actually here in Tampa, so.
And at 4 to 6 p.m. On John's Pass, the alligator attraction will be there as well.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. And just to throw this out there, Vince Noble and his company brought us out here. We're so grateful. Thank you so much, Living the Water Life. It meant so much to even be, you know, here to join you guys in Tampa. We love it, and thank you guys for being such amazing fans. We love you.
We love it. One final quick question for you. With the nudity, there's some good things like freeing, but at the same time, it can work against you, especially.
Yeah, right. There's a really beautiful thing about being nude in the wilderness. You know, you're grounding your feet. You're changing your whole microbiome, you know, to be part of the wilderness, and the bugs bother you less, and the animals come closer, and you really feel this wildness that I think a lot of people never get to experience.
You're in a comfort zone out there. You get comfortable. You're able to leave the shelter at nighttime. You're like, well, I know exactly where to go on the trail. You're not scared of anything attacking you. I can walk in the water, or I'd have Giovanna slap the water, and I'd wait for the piranha to come in the water waiting for him. And
but again, it is exposure.
It's complete exposure.
You get thorns in your feet. You get bug bitten.
Oh my gosh.
You have to just kind of open yourself up to the
Mother
bug
Nature
bites.
does not stop.
No.
There's never a beating like, I'm going to go out there and kick Mother Nature's butt. Absolutely not.
No, you respect her.
You have to embrace her and respect her.
Well, we embrace Mother Nature. We embrace our girl power. Thank you so much, ladies. So much fun talking with you.
Thank you so much
And I
for
know
having
fans
us.
will be so excited to see you out there.